Good morning, world. One of my favorite months of the year has actually started, Mental Health Awareness Month. And that prompted me to go through some of the videos that I've done and to look for what I have not done yet. And I was very surprised to see that I have not addressed stress management, which happens to be one of the most common issues that people present with when people come looking for a therapist or other forms of assistance. One of the more common things that they report is stress management or feeling overwhelmed. So what I decided was that today we would make that video of 5 easy things you can do to help with stress management. First one is exercise and eating well. Exercising is both a coping method for dealing with stress once you've already got that stress and it's getting to that point of driving you nuts. Exercising is one way of, maybe you go running and you just pound it into the pavement. Maybe you just go to the gym and just work it out. Whatever it is that you're doing, some form of exercise to release endorphins and give you that feel of that release helps once you already have the stress. As a preventive method, it also works because it helps you relax. It helps you cool off and things like that. And of course, eating the right foods. There are foods that, yes, you can go anywhere and quickly get some food that will make you feel full, but will it give your body the energy, the fuel that it needs to process everything that your body is going through every day? So you need to eat well, because eating well gives your body better fuel, and a better fueled body is better able to manage the everyday stresses, the everyday situations that are happening. So give yourself that option, give yourself the opportunity to get the right food in there. Second, planning and time management. Planning gives you the opportunity to see what's coming before it gets there. And that's one way of reducing anxiety, reducing the stress that comes with doing things. It also allows you the opportunity to put resources in place to address hiccups or roadblocks that may come up in the road. So when you're planning for whatever it is that you have to do, whether it's a project at work, big project at home, whatever it is, planning helps you see what possible hiccups, what possible roadblocks, so you can address them. And you don't have to stress over them when they come up, because you already, knew they were coming. And of course, knowing what's coming is another way of alleviating stress. And of course, part of planning, it helps you with time management, because once you're planning, you can see, what am I doing with my time? What do I want to be doing with my time? And what do I not want to be doing with my time? Being able to answer those 3 questions helps you manage the 24 hours that you get. As you're planning, maybe you'll see that you're spending more time on things that really do not merit that extra time. So managing your time to focus on the things that actually are worthy of your time. So planning and time management go hand in hand, of course. Delegating and getting help. I don't know who gave people that idea that, I am woman, I need to do it all by myself, or I am man, I can do it all by myself. No, you can't. The reality is that there are people, there are resources that are there and that will be available to help us do things better than we can. So it's okay to go out and ask for help. It's okay to reach out to someone who can, do something in 5 minutes that you would need 3 hours to figure out how to do and then actually do. Reach out, and whenever when the opportunity presents itself, when you need help, ask for help. There's nothing wrong with that. And of course, delegate. And that's both at home and at work. You have teams, you have families that are there. I get this complaint more from women than men, and I'm not really making any assumptions. I'm just stating that I get it more from women than from men, and that's both from clients as well as friends. Who the women always have that, I don't have enough time. I have to do it all by myself. No, you don't. You don't have to do it all by yourself. The help is there, but you're not delegating. If you take time to delegate, get people to help with what they can help with. At home, there are things that children can do. There are things that spouses can do. Yes, it's true. It's probably not going to be done exactly the way you would have done it. But is it more important to get it done right or get it done your way? There are more than one way to get something done and have it done right. But yes, there's only one way to make it your way. But again, your way is not the only right way. So we have to be willing to make that distinction and go for it as long as it's done right. It doesn't matter how it was done. It really matters the result. So take time and delegate. Let your team help. Let your family help. And of course, if you're getting help, then that gives you more time to focus on the things that you actually have to do, the things that you can't delegate. So take time to do, you can focus on them and give them the attention that they require. Prioritizing and picking your battles. Yes, I am saying yes, delegate. That's part of prioritizing. What needs your time? What do you need to do yourself? But when I'm talking about prioritizing, I really want you to focus on that mental priority. A lot of times we put energy and time and mental space into things that really do not merit that mental space. The other day I heard a person mention how she was uncomfortable when people were speaking a different language around her because it felt like she thought they may be talking about her. Does it really matter if they're talking about you? Does it do a single thing to you if someone else is talking about you? Whether in English or in Spanish. I don't care what you have to say about me. That's your issue. A person's problems with you is their problem, not yours. It does not take anything away from you. And those are the little ways that we're adding stress that is not necessary. You're driving down the street, some other person decides, you know what, they're in a more of a hurry than you are, and they decide to go cut you off. Really? Are you still gonna get where you were going? Yes. So does it take anything from you? When you're prioritizing, you need to be asking yourself, is this worth my time? Is this worth my mental space? Is it worth my energy? If it's not taking anything from you to just let it go, why not just let it go? There are times when maybe something happens that could, having a reaction gives you a benefit. Okay, if there's a benefit to be gained, okay, I can see that. But if there's no benefit to be gained and it does not take anything away from you, why not let it go? It's important for us to learn to pick our battles because life is happening all day, every single day, 24 hours a day, 365. But you don't have all the time in the world to really sit there and go through every single thing. So pick your battles, prioritize, make sure that whatever it is that you're investing your energy in is worthy of that energy. Make sure it is worthy of your time. Maybe, and going from saying let it go to saying speak up kind of may seem like an oxymoron, really, but it's not. There are times when it's not worth it. If you're not gaining a benefit, if it's not taking away from you, it may be worth letting it go. But when things are happening that truly impact your life, things that really merit the energy, things that either take away from you or could add to you, yes, it's important to speak up. And what I'm talking about is more things like maybe your boss keeps piling it on while the rest of your team is just hanging out at the office. Yeah, speak up. Why are you abusing me? When someone does something that impacts your life directly, that's something that can cause you a benefit or a deficit, yes, it's important to speak up. And I don't mean just going in the break room and talking about and grumbling about it. I mean, speak directly to the person that is impacting you. You have an issue with at work, go to your boss. Hey, this is my issue. You have an issue at home, talk to your spouse. Yes, this is my issue. And there will be those times when maybe you're not ready to address it directly with the person, but Maybe you need to just release and vent, and you can talk to a confidant, talk to someone who you can trust with whatever it is that you have to say, and know that it stays there. But of course, make sure that you're picking the right people, because not everybody's is the right person to talk to. But speak up, and speak up in time. Don't wait until 3 years later and come up and say, hey, remember 3 years ago you did this to me? No. If something happens today, take your time, cool off, address it today, maybe even tomorrow. But don't wait and try to do it 3 weeks later, because what's happening is, if you are delaying it, what's happening the whole time you're delaying the process, it's still eating at you. It's still gnawing at you and just scratching. It's kind of like you have a wound and you just keep scratching it until it bleeds. But once you actually take the time and address it, then that's kind of like putting the dressing on it and you're letting it heal. Address things right away. Don't delay and wait and grumble and just let it eat at you. If you have something to say that is worth saying, something that where your life is impacted by it, speak up. And if you can't talk to the person you need to talk to at the moment, you need to find the right person to vent to. All 5 of those things are aimed at doing one important thing, and that is allowing you time for that me time to engage in life-affirming activities. That's pretty much what everything you do should be about. Allowing you opportunities to engage in life-affirming activities. If you do all those 5 things, it should help you come back and get more time to yourself, so that you can do, whether it's going to be reading a book or just sitting on a chair and relaxing and enjoying the fact that, I have time to sit on a chair. So do those 5 things, get that me time, sit in a chair, go to a movie, sit at the beach, whatever it is that you're doing. Make sure that you are adding some life-affirming activities. All right? That is all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have a great day.